Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. Welcome in primary 2. Let's start our session. We will start with chapter 1, which is talk about bar graph and vectograph. So I will give you now a small introduction of this chapter. Let's see, we use bar graph to collect and represent and analyze data. Here we have a data. So collecting random data to be organized in a table. How we organize this data to be in a table? First step, organize the data. Okay, here I have a table and I want to organize this. How can I do this? Here in the table we have pizza. So how many pizza here I have? I want to count pizza. 1, 2, 3. Here I have 3, so I want to represent this in the table, so I will write here 3. Second, pineapple. How many pineapple here I have? Let's see, I want to count. Let's see, I only have 1 pineapple. So I will represent it in the table. So I will write number 1. How many cake here I have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will write here 4. Excellent. How many carrot here I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the answer will be 5. How many sandwich here I have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the answer will be 4. So now we know how we can organize the data inside the table. What is the second step? Represent this data on bar graph. Where is the bar graph? This is bar graph. How we can represent this data on the bar graph? I want to look here how many pizza, and I'll look here and count until to reach number 3, and I represent it by coloring. So here I count 1, 2, 3. I will color until to reach number 3. The second, I want to represent also pineapple on bar graph. Here I have only 1, so I will count until reach to the 1. Then I will color only this. Excellent. How many cake here I have? I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will color until to reach number 4. How many, cake. How many carrots here I have? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So I will color until to reach number 5. How many sandwich here I have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will color only until reach to number 4. So now we can understand how we can represent data on the bar graph and also how we can represent data on the table. Okay, I want to tell you bar graph consists of many elements. First element, which is called title. Title here is what my favorite food. Second element, which is scale. Here, where is the scale? Here we have a scale of 1. Why we call this scale of 1? Because here we count only by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Third element, which is vertical axis. Where is the vertical axis? Here we have vertical axis, which represents the number of repeated things. Like here, how many pizza here I have? I repeated 3 times, so I will color until here. Fourth element, which is horizontal axis. Where is the horizontal axis? Like here, which represents the title we searched for. We search about cake or carrot or sandwich. So from this bar graph, we can answer any question about this. That how many pineapple? I look at the bar graph. How many cake? I will look here. I have 4. Okay. I will explain important points. The scale of count. Look here. Let's see. We have 3 bar graph. What is the difference between them? Look here, we have all of them have a title, all of them have horizontal axis, all of them has vertical axis. Please focus with me and note what is the difference between them. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the scale here is scale of 1. What is the difference between this and that and this? Here the scale 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Yeah. So here we skip 2. So the scale here it will be scale of 2. So the difference between them, here we count by 1, but here we count by 2. So I call this scale of 2. And the third, what is the difference between this and this? Here we count 10, 20, 30, 40. So here we skip 10, which is mean a scale of 10. So now we understand what is the difference between them. The difference between them, which is the scale. The first one is scale of 1. The second one, which is scale of 2. The third one, which is scale of 10. Okay? So we finish our introduction about this chapter. Goodbye.